on this home, I just must do, I just holler up more, still do a loading when the slip caps, stickers must do, sticking ring. Oh, oh man, what am I like?
It's the greatest show ever.
Hey everyone, I'm Keybladewolf, and welcome back to Tieg's Talkshow. Let's just get started right away, shall we? Um, you know me, well, kind of. I meet new people every day online in the furry community, kind of. And, most of them, wow, how do I get into this? Some of them ask me, like, some of these, they're still kids, not kids, but, they're 16, 17 years old. And sometimes I often get asked, like, how did your family take it, being a furry, or does your family know you're a furry? Or like sometimes these kids would have, they'd be like gay or bi or lesbian, and they're like, well, I want to tell my parents, I want to be truthful to them. How, any ideas, any tips? Well, today we're going to cover that, hopefully. Again, I'm not a professional. I I may not be the best person to go to for this, but I'll do anything I can really to help. But as you can tell, we're going to do some like coming out advice, or in Fairy's case, coming out of the woods. I heard that somewhere. I can't remember where. I think I heard it on Twitter. It was kind of funny. It's like gay people come out of the closet, furries come out of the woods or the forest or the savannah if you're like a lion or something. I don't know. But we're gonna try to I'm gonna try to help you. Well, not help, but give you some friendly wolf advice. The first, well, it honestly depends. Let me tell you my story. Um, I yeah, this was way back when I was in middle school. Again, I didn't really know what the fandom was, kind of, and I was still trying to figure myself out in that sense. Yeah, kind of. But it was. I knew it was different, obviously. That my family would be like, ugh, what the heck is wrong with you? So I kept that to myself. The fandom, I kept the fandom to myself. But I kind of wanted to be truthful. I didn't found out. Like, obviously, when you're in middle school, you're still trying to figure yourself out. Even when you're a teenager in high school, you're still trying to figure yourself out. Even adults have hard times trying to find out who they are. But let's around my sophomore year of high school, well, no, that's when I started being comfortable with my sexuality, I guess you could say. But it wasn't until like middle school, my freshman year of high school, where I was fighting myself. I grew up in a Christian household. Being gay was bad. It was bad. You were going to hell and stuff. So I kept pushing that away, because of that. But then, I just came to a sudden realization. This is who I am. It's not going to change. Nothing's ever going to change. There's no praying it away. There's no, it's not a choice whatsoever. Like, honestly, I hate when people say that, oh, it's your choice, do whatever. Why would we choose to live a life like this, where it's just shit for most people? But, that's what happened with my sexuality wise. I kind of wanted to be truthful to my parents, but my family really, but I was still having, my parents were not easy, so I decided after a while I decided to like, okay, I'm gonna wait this out. Obviously, my parents were not the best people to think lightly towards this topic, so that's when I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till I move out. Until my sister decided to out me to my mother, and that was something. And then I decided to be a man about it and come out to my dad, who, he's like, whatever, it's just a phase, you'll get over it. And my mom, she was just like, I don't know what she thought, really. She didn't seem sad, but she didn't seem too happy. And in fact, now sometimes we talk about it, and she seems iffy. Obviously, I don't talk about it with my dad at all. But somehow my sexuality news ended up reaching towards my father's side of the family, so I'm no longer welcome there, since they're all religious and stuff. But my mom, I think we're okay. With my dad, I'm not so sure. And I have my sister to thank for that, with her and her interfering, I suppose. But the fandom, well, that's how I came out to my family, or like she did it for me, I guess, in a very, very, very rude way. But with the fandom, I'm not too sure how that happened. It was so long ago, I cannot remember how that ended up getting out to my family. Well, mostly my household family. Um, my mom thinks it's weird. My dad probably didn't register it. My sister thinks it's weird. My brother thinks it's weird. My youngest brother has no idea because he's what, 8? I don't care. I mean, I don't know. Sorry, I don't not care. Moving on. So that's what happened with me. But that's every story is different. Some parents are going to be supportive, some will not, and some will just not accept it at all. Like they will kick you out. That's what I've heard some stories about for both the fandom and your sexuality, but that's kind of what I wanted to tell you. You have to register what your parents are like. You know, talk about like, hey, did you hear about this pride parade that's happened downtown or something or somewhere over there? And if they're like, oh yeah, it seems whatever, then maybe they're okay on the subject, or for all we know, maybe they're not. But again, no one knows your parents more than you probably do. Your friends obviously don't. So you have to keep in mind what your parents are like. Obviously, if they're religious up to butt, they may not take it well. Although some will. I've had a friend in high school. His parents were super Christian, and when he came out to them, he was like, "Oh yeah, my parents love me." They're like, "We love you no matter what. Um, everyone's going to heaven through Jeebus's eyes." And so that happened. But like I said, every story is different. You want to make sure that your parents will be okay with this. Second thing, if they're not going to be okay with this, what's the worst possible outcome? Will they just, not tolerate it? Will they just not want to hear about it? Will they just like brush it off to the side? Honestly, if you come out and they do that, that's okay. It's not good, but it's not entirely bad. At least you're still inside the house, you know? So maybe you could just, I don't want to say just hold it in, but you're gonna have to, deal with it until you move out and you're ready to support yourself and be yourself. But if your parents are like, you're not gonna be like that, we want you out, then, it's probably not the best idea to come up to them right then and there. You may want to wait till, again, you're ready to support yourself, or you're ready to just be yourself. But your friends, you know, your friends are kind of the same way, except, family lasts probably more than friends. But like, um, I'm obviously scared to. I was scared in high school to come out to some of my friends until I just did for some reason. Like I wore a rainbow wristband in high school, so if most of my friends haven't figured it out, then they're probably, like, "Oh, he probably just likes rainbows or something." But then again, everyone's not pointing out to the obvious. But your friends, if they're your real friends, they'll stick by you. But if they're not your real friends, they'll obviously leave you. And that's when you're all like, whoa, did those people just turn their backs and walk away? That's where I draw the line. Come on, Pikachu. Skyrim awaits. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, just ignore that last part. But your friends, if you're comfortable around your friends, just go ahead, They'll probably be like, okay, wanna go get pizza? That's what let me tell you, I came out to one of my friends, come to think of it, now that I think about it, it's when I came out to my friend Robert where he started ignoring me. Huh. Wow, I can't believe I just realized that. Anyway, um, I came out to most of my friends, and then they're just like, oh, whatever. Alright, cool. Uh, so what's gonna happen now? But, um, it's not that big a deal, really. It honestly all just depends on you and the people you're around. But, honestly, that's all the advice I can give you. Just be wary of the people you're around and the people that are a part of your life. Some may take it lightly, some may not. And you honestly never know what's the worst outcome or what's the best outcome. That's honestly all the advice I can give you. That's for both the fandom and your sexuality. Like, some may be okay with gay people or bi people or lesbian people, but not with furries. Some may be okay with furries, but not, LGBTQ, BLT, delicious sandwich community. Like I had a friend named Tristan. He's like, yeah, I don't care if you're gay or not, but furries are weird. I don't like them. So, I obviously kept that part aside. But I can't repeat this enough. Honestly, I can because I have nothing else to say. It depends just on the people you're around and your family, you know? But honestly, I can't really go over this in a video. But if you are having trouble and you want someone to talk to or want even more in-depth of advice, feel free to message me, drop me an email. Um, I don't think there's a messaging system on DeviantArt, but if there is, go ahead. I have my Skype down here too somewhere. I'll post it right there in the description. My Twitter is also there. Speaking of that, coincidentally, please feel free to drop me a suggestion for a conversation or something you may want to hear. And, that's that. Wow, this is so weird. I'm sorry, you'll have to forgive me. It's really late at night. I'm super tired. Like my friend John always says, I'm a lightweight when it comes to staying up late, and he's so goddamn right. But honestly, guys, that'll do it for today's video. And since, you're probably wondering, where's the background music? There is none. This is a serious topic. So yeah, no background music. Anyway, guys, this is my longest video too. Anyway, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. It really helps me out. I don't know how, but it just makes me feel special and that you love me. Give me some love. Show me some of that love. Right there. Yeah, love. Oh, I feel all your love. It feels so good. So fluffy, and I think there's a scaly in here somewhere. It kind of prickles. Stop it. No. Get away from me. Stop it. No. I'm just kidding. You can love me too. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And tune in next time for Tieg's Talk Show. I am Tieg the Wolf. Tieg the Grey Wolf, sorry. And I will see you all next time.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Like, favorite, and subscribe.